According to one report by the World Bank, women make up less than a third of the world's workforce in technology-related fields. But there's a Memphis-based business working to change that. CoActionNet is owned and led by women. And this morning, we are live with their founder, Dottie Jones, and the company's Chief Systems Administrator, Crystal Oliver. Welcome to Live at 9.
Thank you. And welcome.
So talk to me about the inspiration. And I mean, we understand it, but if you could talk about how that happened, how that came about.
Sure. Well, I spent most of my career working in nonprofits and government agencies. And what I realized is that data and data management is very important to both of those sectors because you have to prove what are you doing, how are you doing it, do you have the outcomes that you need. So technology was always interesting to me, and that's why I created a data system where nonprofits and government agencies can use it to prove their outcomes.
And Crystal, now you're part of this, but you've been part of tech. What drew you to that?
Well, what actually drew me to tech is kind of similar to Dottie. I was working for a government agency at the time when I first started in tech. And one of the things that we needed to do is we needed a small database to do some work within the company. And I was recruited. I don't know if you know Miss Linda Williams and Eva Mosby. I was recruited by them to actually help build the database. And it was my first time doing it. I built an Access database with another employee and someone else who assisted us. And so I found like a real love, like Dottie said, for the social work part of me and also the logical part of me that wanted to bring those two together.
Isn't it interesting how what you're supposed to do finds you and you're like, wait a minute, hold up. And that happened with you, right?
Absolutely.
So, explain how you're working to bring more women, specifically how you're using this to bring women into the field.
Well, what I find is that in the sectors that we work in, which are mostly nonprofit and government, there are a lot of women. And teaching them about technology is important to moving them into the sector. So the first step is, do you understand technology? Can you use the tools that you have at your disposal? And then what I find is they get more and more interested, kind of like I did, in the field of technology.
All right, and talk about your work, specifically what you do on a day-to-day basis. For the vision.
Yeah, so what I do typically is I work with a nonprofit who decide that they need to use CoActionNet. So either if it's a nonprofit, a small organization, once they decide that they want to use CoActionNet, I help them understand and help them build out the system. So I don't necessarily code. We have some individuals, some developers that help us with our coding process. But what I do is I work more like a business analyst. I determine what their processes are. I kind of help them build out all their forms, everything in the system, help them determine what reports that they'll need to be able to report out on to show their outcomes to their stakeholders, and actually train all their staff. We give them the opportunity to make their own updates in the system. So train those individuals that's going to be using the system to make the updates. So I love what I do and being able to kind of help organizations really show the impact that they are having in the community.
And so when someone is interested in what you do, what's the flow? Like they reach out and then walk me through how you take them through this.
Yeah. Well, the first step we would do is ask them. We like to start with the end in mind.
Yes.
So what do you need to report to your funding organizations, or what do you need to know on a daily basis about the work that you're doing? Is it how many people did you see? Is it what the outcomes were? So we start with the end in mind, and then we talk through each one of the data points and data things that they need to report on, and we build the system so that they can use it to their best advantage. We have organizations like MIFA, MLGW, Catholic Charities. We have a lot of agencies like that work in our system every single day and use it to prove that what they do works.
And Crystal, what would you say to a young mind who's considering STEM? What would you say?
Yeah, I would say look at the opportunities that are around you. Like I had an opportunity, I was already working. I was working more like a data coordinator, but there was an opportunity for me to expand my knowledge. And so take those opportunities. There's a lot of different organizations in Memphis that provide education. I know there's like Code Crew. And,
oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with Code Crew. I'm just so obsessed. I need to stop. Okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, but like Tech 901, there are a lot of different organizations that you can go back and get the education that you need to be able to do what we do.
We almost can't afford not to right now. Right. No, not almost. We can't afford not to. This is literally what we have to do to just, with artificial intelligence. I can't say that enough. Thank you so much, Dottie and Crystal, for helping to bring more people into the tech world.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.